Welcome to the RetailWire Podcast in partnership with Leaders of Trade. We'll be diving into the future of responsible retail sourcing, balancing value creation, sustainability, and brand protection at scale. Today I have with me Onno Jansen, Managing Director, All Everywhere, and founding partner of the Leaders of Trade. Before we get going, can you tell us a little bit about the Leaders of Trade and your...
Yeah, sure. We do a lot of fairs during the year, and we noticed that fairs didn't bring us what we hope to achieve on a fair. Well, we would like to build on a new relationship, new networking, and so we came up with an idea. How can we bring our most valuable customers or potential customers to an event where they can teach, where they can learn, when they can explore new opportunities, when they can network, and also where they can trade. And this is how Leaders of Trade was founded. And this is the third venue now. We had in Zagreb last year, in Warsaw, and now this year in Copenhagen.
No.
And it's very successful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm having a great time, and I do feel like it's a very different feel to other conferences that I've been to. It's not... it's very relaxed, and you get to meet a lot of people and really make good connections.
Correct.
I think it's been good.
And it's not we as a trader here, we focus on the buyers and the category managers, but you also see a lot of C-level people walking around, because the speakers we have here and the topics that are being discussed is very interesting for everybody in the retail world.
Yeah, absolutely.
From brands to retailers, and also for our partners.
Yeah. Can you tell us what inspired the creation of For Everywhere?
Well, some 20 years ago, we saw that brands were wrestling with their overstock. A lot of brands, they have overstock, but we're not really confident what to do with it. So we jumped into that possibility, and that's what became our mission the last decades. So what we do is we work together with brands. We give them the brands a safe position to sell their overstock to us, and we will make sure that we will sell it in that areas that we will not harm the brand. That's a little bit of our success. So we give them a little bit of a control over where their products are being sold.
Okay. So sort of touching on that again, in working with hundreds of brands, what trends are you seeing in how companies manage and redistribute that surplus goods?
Yeah, you see that we see a little bit of a movement in the past. Overstock was well, it's not something that brands shout off the roof that they have overstock, but yes, most of the time it's not something that it just happens. It can happen because of innovation, because of new products or whatever, and that's where we come in. And we see now a movement that is not really, it's more becoming strategic. So it's sometimes a part also of the distribution channel and the supply chain of the brands.
Can you walk us through a successful deal? How did you protect your reputation and maximize value?
Yeah, that's a nice question, Lavina. Yeah, this summer we had a very nice deal with a brand who had some seasonal overstock. And we sit together with the brands. We make sound agreements if what they prefer, what's important for them, and then we make a plan on it. And then we start offering their brands in the markets that we are allowed to sell it. And so the retailers in that market are helping that brand also to get more familiar in that area.
Okay. How do you balance driving economic value and advertising sustainability when dealing with surplus and overstock?
Well, they go hand in hand actually, because every unit we replace in the market, we redistribute is it's not being destroyed. So that's very important. And we extend the product life cycle, so we give the products a second life, so to speak.
Yeah.
And so the brands recover the value, and we see real opportunities.
I've heard that quite a lot today as a common theme, profit and purpose. So it's interesting.
Sustainability, of course, also. Yeah.
So how important is speed and logistics in your model, and what strategies help deliver products rapidly across many markets?
Yeah, you can understand when a brand is has its overstock and they make a decision to have it out of their warehouse because it's a financial burden. It can be a financial burden It's also a capacity burden, of course. So when the decision is being made, we need to move rapidly, and we need to move fast. And we have a very strong relationship with warehouse partners. So the benefits for the brands is that we pay everything up front, and when it's settled, we get our trucks in, we get the warehouse empty, and they can move on with their own business.
Nice. Okay, so how do you see the role of overstock management evolving as consumer expectations and sustainability regulations change?
Yeah, that's also a very good question. Yeah. Well, we see what I said earlier. We see that it's not really the hidden problem anymore, but we see it moving to a strategic part of the supply chain of our brands. Transparency, responsibility, and compliance are very important, and handled well together with the partner for everywhere. Surplus can be strengthened, trust, and become a real competitive advantage. So for the brands, for us, and also for the retail to work with.
So, what's your one piece of advice for retailers right now?
She sees surplus as a growth opportunity, not really a headache. Choose partners who can protect your brands, like we do, and add real value. And use data, plan ahead, and approach it with the mindset of responsibility and innovation.
Brilliant. That's a great note to end on. Thank you so much, Onno.
You're welcome.